Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is having a productive and positive week. And I can understand if it hasn't been so positive, what's going on now. But like I said, you got to find some inspiration. You got to find something, what you're doing, what you love as far as music. If you do like some type of music that makes you feel good, crank it up, and do what you got to do and put your head down and just go at it. Go read a book or take a nice walk. Find your favorite spot. Hang out there. And what made me want to make a video today is it's been a long time since I've made one. And also, around this university here, I'm in a college town right now. I'm in Hammond right now again. Hammond, Louisiana. And to me, the way I look at it, to get an education, you improve yourself, and also you improve the community. But a lot of college students don't do that. And it was a thing that was taught, and I think greed in this country was definitely influenced by this. When you make a certain amount of money, when you get your degree, piece of paper, whatever, and get this real fancy job, a high-paying job, some people tend to look down on people, and they don't want to help people. You have a lot of educated people walking around here that's got the papers and all this, and they don't want to support the community. They just want to, everything's for themselves, for their families, but no one else. They don't want to share. They don't want to share their ideas. They don't want to share nothing. To me, it's pretty troubling. It's pretty sad that we have a lot of young, bright minds out here that's being corrupt, that do not want to take any accountability of their action because they're buying into the system of the so-called importance of being a professional. And my take is we have to bring light to the world, especially now. There's a lot of negativity in this world. And I think as far as being a young, educated person, I think we should take accountability and just make the society better. But the problem is, the corrupt people, they seem like they have all the power. And then they corrupt people that's coming out of college. And that's the huge problem. That's why this country's in the shape it is now. This country's built on blood, and they want to keep it this way. But things are changing. Things are changing. And like I say, some they won't go out without a fight, these corrupt people. And most of our corrupt people are mostly politicians. And they're the ones that's pretty much running the country. Sad to say. But their time is up. Their time is coming to an end. And they won't give up the corruption that they've started and have been doing it for years. But a new day is coming. And hopefully the college students that's coming out of college will hopefully get the business for themselves and to put money into the community and open community centers instead of building jails. This country is just about building jails, and it's about greed and it's corrupt. Nobody really wants to help nobody rehabilitate anyone that's got problems. And I think that's changing. Change is coming. And this is why this was on my mind. I had to just say this. Just gotta speak because it's been on my mind for a while. And I've noticed this. We got this beautiful country, we got all these resources, and we're just doing all this corrupt stuff. It's about status. It's not always about racism. It's not always about racism. It's definitely status. Okay, I got this. What you got? It's just dumb stuff. I think it's dumb. You get this degree and you get this piece of paper and you qualify for this high paying job, and you don't help the community. To me, what purpose does it serve to even go to university to begin with? You just want to go to school and make a lot of money, and that's it. It don't make sense. It makes sense to pay the bills and everything, but the way I look at it, you go to school and you better yourself and you better the community. But a lot of college students really don't think about that. They really don't think about that. And it's just sad. Is the way people think now. But it's going to change. I believe it's going to change. And I believe the other generation is going to be much better than that. And one spiritual person said, I think it was Teal Swan. Teal Swan. Tealswan. I found her out by a spiritual gentleman by the name of Ralph Smart. I highly recommend everybody to tune into his channel. Very, very positive, outgoing gentleman. I really enjoy watching this podcast, and I definitely got to purchase one of his books that he published. He published a few. Teal Swan has said she sees the future where kids ain't gonna. They're not the kids of the future. I guess these are indigo child. I think they have been born. I think they're here now. They're gonna be the kids that you won't impress them by how much money you have or what type of job or status. It's what's here. It's what's in your heart. That's what's gonna be the most important thing. And I believe Ralph said that as well. And it will be a time where people won't care about how much money you make. Will you play in the NBA or you play football or you this lawyer, this big lawyer, all this other type of crap, entertainer. They're gonna be more into where's your heart. And I think that's gonna be most important. Where your heart's at. And we're coming to this time, but we have to go through this crisis right now, with this chaos that's going on right now. This planet is going through a purge. Trump has to do what he has to do, even though most don't like what he's doing, but there's other heads that's part of this. It's not just Trump, it's other people that's part of this. What's occurring. And I believe this has to happen. We just can't have a bunch of lazy people lying around just expecting this government to take care of us. We have to be self-sufficient and use our own brain and our own hands that God given us to do our own thing, solve our own problems. And I think it mainly comes to the community. The community has got to come together. We can't keep relying on the government all the time to do stuff. We just can't keep relying on the government because, like I said, there's a lot of corruption in the government right now. And I do believe there's some good people in the government, but it's not many. But everyone, like I always say, try to stay positive and productive. Y'all have a blessed and positive day. Until next time, best wishes, everyone.